Okay, hello guys, this is MarketFX, and today I'll be giving my weekly projection, right, and also my review for what we did last week and where we're expecting the market to go to this coming week, right? If you've not yet subscribed to the channel, do want to subscribe and also smash that notification icon, so stick to this channel, right? Stay to the end of the video as I'll be giving the best point of entry for the USDJPY and also the GBPJPY using the COT data to know where the institutional traders are heading. So what we did last week was pretty simple, right? We're expecting the market to give us a push to the downside, right, before we get that push to the upside, just like we've seen on the COT data what the institutional traders are doing, right? From the institutional standpoint, we're seeing that the market is actually bearish, right? The institutional traders are bearish on the USDJPY and also on the GBPJPY, and the market actually gave us that sell, right, basically to this trend line, just like we indicated. We're expecting the market to give us a reaction on that trend line before we get a break, and obviously the market did not give us that break. We're expecting the market to push to this trend line, give us a reaction, then a break to that support zone. So basically this is what we anticipated last week, and the market actually our TP1, which is very nice, and the market really did not give us that breakout. Just like I always say, we did not control the market, right? We follow what the market is giving us. So basically this is what we did last week. So let's clear the chart to see where we have our best point of entry, do our thought and analysis, then go to the COT data to see what the institutional traders are doing. So let's clear the charts. Beautiful. So starting on the weekly, what are we seeing? So on the weekly, right, let's mark out our zones. Let's mark out the zones that the market has reacted to previously and will also want to react to. So basically these are the two zones weekly. So let's drop down to the daily time frame to see what we have. So on the daily, let's put it on the line chart. You can see we are still on the downtrend, right? We still do not have a break or a structural shift, as our previous lower high, right, is sitting right here, right, telling us that this downtrend is still on the play. We could get a continuation to the downside. This is basically something that could happen, right? So let's clear the charts and put it on the candlestick. So basically, what am I seeing on the daily, right? I'm seeing this beautiful zone right here, which the market came to retest. The market came to retest, and that is where our previous lower high actually is. So let's drop down to the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, before we do anything on the 4-hour, let's go to the COT data to see what the institutional traders are doing in the market. Okay, very nice. Okay, from the COT data, what I am saying on the COT data is that due to the holiday, the independence the US is celebrating, the data the banks are supposed to release, the CFTCT, was not submitted, right? The data these banks have was not submitted, and right now we don't have the data of what the institutional traders are doing currently. So we are just going to rely on price action, right, to anticipate where the market is actually going to head this coming week. So let's go back to the charts and our projection for what the market wants to do for the coming week. So let's clear this out. So just like we've seen on the COT data, right, the institutional traders have not yet submitted the reports. So right now we are not having any clue on what the institutional traders have done, right? So we just want to rely on price action, right? Rely strictly on price action to see what the market wants to give us. So like we've seen, the market has once more respected this trend line, right? And we're expecting the market to give us either a further push to the upside, right, or react to this zone right here. Just like we identified last week, we are on a range, right? The market has been on a range for some time now. So just like we've seen here, the market has been on a range, right? It has been on a range. So basically these are the two things I'm expecting the market will want to give us for this coming week, right? So basically I'm anticipating the market to respect these zones, right? These are where traders, or these are what traders are saying, right? We are participants, right? There are other participants here that will want to go for a short, right? Everybody want to go for a short at this zone, right? So basically if I see a change of character in this zone, right, I will be going in for my short position either to this trend line, as the trend line has been a point of reversal for the previous times, right? Then we'll get a reaction from that trend line. Then this will be my TP, right? So basically the market will want to give us this, right? And also if the market will not give us that and we get a break above this zone, like getting out of this range, right, we get a buy, right? On the retests, that's the place I'll be looking to go for a long position. And mind you, before I'll be going in for a long position, my buyers want to change. And what we really want to give me that bias, that the buyers are strong, is that I want to see a candle closure on the daily above that zone. That'll be what will determine that the buyers are actually strong to hold price above that zone. So basically, this is what I am anticipating for the USDJPY, right? So let's plot out our entries. So for the sell, once I see the markets, give me that shift, a change of character, I'll be jumping in for my sell position, right? Basically, this is what I am anticipating the market to give me for this coming week. So this is basically what I'm saying for the sell. And obviously, and if we get the break to the upside, right, I'll be going in for my buy, right? I'll be going in for a buy once I see the markets give me buy price action on that zone, right? Basically, this is what I will doing. Let's do it 1:3. Beautiful. Basically, this is what I'm anticipating the market to give me for the USDJPY, right, for this coming week. So let's go to the GJ to see what we have on the Japanese pound yen. Beautiful. So on the GJ, just like we did last week, we expect the markets to come sweep this liquidity, fill a lot of orders, because we have a lot of orders that are sitting just on that zone, right? We have a lot of orders sitting in that zone, and we have a lot of fair value gap, right, telling us a lot of pending orders are in that zone, and the market will want to come fill that zone. And also from the institutional standpoint, we're seeing that a lot of longs were being closed, and also a lot of shorts were being added on the pound, telling us the pound is weak and the yen was getting strong. So we're expecting a sell right from this zone, right? The market opened and we got our sell. Very nice sell, right? So a lot of people made a lot of money from that signal. Beautiful. Let's clear the chart. Let's do our top down analysis to see what we have on the Japanese yen, the pound yen, right? So let's clear the charts. Okay, beautiful. So let's go to the weekly, then do our top down analysis for the 4 hour to see what we have our best points of entry. So let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, what are we seeing, right? What are we seeing on the weekly? Let's map out our zones, right? The market will want to react to the zones the market actually wants to react to. So basically, the market is currently testing the zone right here, right? Market is currently testing that zone. So basically, this is what I am saying. The market is testing that zone, and we have this support right here. We have this wonderful support, which the market is currently, or the market has come to retest, and we have this very nice push to the upside, right? We have this very nice push to the upside. So let's go to the daily time frame to see what we have on the daily. So on the daily, what am I seeing on the daily? I'm seeing the market is actually reacting, or has been reacting to this level right here. This is a very beautiful. So basically, this zone, recent zone, the market has been reacting to, and we also have this beautiful trend line that the market also has been reacting to for a pretty long time now. So basically, what I'm saying, that we are on a very strong resistance zone, right? And the market will want to come give us a double top, right? Then we get that strong push from the base. This is basically what I'm anticipating, right? And also, if you're looking at this, right, we also have this trend line, like a very strong trend line right here, and telling us that the market has actually shifted from that trend line. We have a break, right, and also a retest. So the market has actually broken this trend line, right, and we are currently retesting this trend line right here, and the market has given us an engulfer, telling us the market want to further continue to the upside, right? So we could either get up or we get a break, right? So but basically, the market has printed engulfer telling us it wants to continue. So we are kind of sure that the market actually wants to come to this zone. So we are sure the market wants to come to that zone. So that zone is our target. So let's clear the charts. Beautiful. So let's go to the 4 hour. So on the 4 hour, what are we seeing? What are we seeing on the 4 hour? Basically, just like I said, this zone has been a very interesting zone, right? This zone right here, as you can see, the market broke above this zone. We have a very strong consolidation which created a demand zone, right? Then we got a push, then we had a liquidity which the market came and also test the zone right here, and we got a push, right? We have a fake breakout. That's what I want to call it, a fake breakout, just to grab more, right, buyers, right? We want to grab more entry to head to the upside, and we got that very strong push, right? And once more the market is above this zone. So basically what I'm anticipating is an ABC correction, right? The market will give us an A, B, and a C, right, before we get a very nice, beautiful continuation to the upside. Basically, this is what I'm anticipating the market want to give us. So let's clear the chart and map out with a beautiful tool, much better tool, where the market will want to give us our best entry. So basically, like I said, I want to see an ABC pullback, right? We already have the A leg, right? Then we get a B, then a C, right? This is basically what I'm anticipating. The market want to come a C, right? Then we get a continuation to that zone. Basically, this is what I am anticipating the market will want to give us for this coming week. So let's map out our entry. Like I said, I want to go in for a buy, right, on the pound yen. This is what I am anticipating. I want them to clear the zone. There are a lot of liquidity in that zone that the market will want to come weak out, right? Even though it wants to go to the downside, the market definitely want to weak out, grab a lot of entries, then head to the downside. Basically, this is what I am anticipating for the pound yen. Okay, 1:3, beautiful. So basically, this is what I'm anticipating the market want to give us on the pound yen, GBPJPY, right? So if you find this video helpful, do it to give it a thumbs up. Do it to give it a thumbs up, and also share this video to your friends, right? As it helps the algorithm to push the video more, right? And also subscribe, right? Subscribe to the channel, and also smash the notification icon, so whenever I drop a nice content like this, you will be the first person to get it. Also, if you're not yet trading with 10Trade, right, you really want to scale up as a retail trader, you don't have the capital, do it to go to the video description, sign up and get started with 10Trade and get your 10k to 500k prop account and level up your trading. So when next we meet again, I wish you guys a happy trading and peace out.